What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Inside Jokes RV. This is yours truly, Joe Shelton. Hey, this episode is gonna be a sort of a crappy job, and I'll tell you why. Just excuse the pun, but had to use it. So check this video out. Me and my RV. All right, on normal RV system setups, they put all your hookups on the driver's side. Here's your electric, your water, your city water connections. They put most of all those things on this side. So when you back into RV, everything is on this side. Your sewage and everything. But the one design flaw about this particular RV is that they have the black tank drains on this side. So normally you would have to connect up your slinky here, open this up right here, and run your long tube under the rig to make it to get on the other side of that. And that's what I've been doing the first few times. But to avoid that, and I'm not sure if Ace did this, you can install a Macerator, and that's what that is. So you hook this up to here, this goes to the Macerator, and what is just, it's a pump. So it takes all your black tank, it pumps it through. It's like a garbage disposal, and so it pumps it all the way through to this Bluetooth, and this is what you connect to your sewer. You open that to pick it up, and I believe that this is the switch here where you turn the pump on from that side. And these are also these are your black and gray valves. So you pull it from this side, turn your pump on, and that's how you drain the tape from this side using the Macerator. So not a big deal, not a big issue. I've been hooking up, like I said, hooking here, going through here, and running the hose type all the way under. But when you're camping and you're doing things, you want to get set up as quick and as efficiently as you possibly can. And so what I said when I thought about it, I was going to replace that, and this takes probably having this Macerator hooked up takes away 10-15 minutes of setting up, and you become a little more efficient because you're not having a pipe running from here all the way across. So I had one good one, so you have to get either a longer pipe or buy an extension piece and all those type things. So this whole project is going to be about replacing that pump. So first of all, I want to check to see if this pump is actually bad. So I'm going to I think it's some wires here. I'm going to locate these wires. I'm going to see if this pump is actually bad, if that's actually the case. All right. First thing I need to do is figure out. I'm just doing some basic. These are the two wires to the Macerator. These are the two wires here. These were the two wires here. And I'm assuming those were the two wires. It seemed like they initially were. I just want to find out if these have power to them. So all right, here's a new pump. I'm assuming these two cables are, so they were the only two that was cut. So I'm just gonna test to make sure the switch over there works. So black over here, when I touch these two I get nothing. All right, so let's go over here. All right, let's see again. I cut the switch on over there. My battery died, so I'm redoing this. So, touch that. And as you can hear, that is the switch to that over there. All right, so now that I figured that out, I'm gonna cap these off right quick until I'm ready to make that connection. Cap these off. All right, so I can sit this down. Now we gotta get this old one out. And I think there's 4 screws or bolts that's holding us to this plate right here. So let's tackle that. I'm trying to get my camera set up so you can see that. All right, what I'm doing here, I'm trying to use my phone because my head won't spit up in here. So I'm trying to use my phone as the forward face the camera, and I can see the screw there. So I'm trying to use that to help me guide me to where the screw is. I don't know if you can see the camera or not, but I'm right there. Man, I hope y'all got that on camera. Man, hope they got on camera, so let's hope so. Now I got one more to get over there. Look like they only had 2 bolts holding this thing down. I'm gonna try something else, people. Let's see. That drill's a little cumbersome. Let me see if I can use this slide here. And it might be a little easier to navigate in this little tight area back here. All right, that's what I didn't want to happen. Where did it fall? And that's why, for that exact reason right there. Let's see where that thing fell. Did it fall over there? Man, y'all ever done stuff like this, man? It'd be something that simple. Dropping a little screw or something just like that that'll hold you up. What is that? Let me pause, let me find it. All right, this time I don't know, that other one was still up in there, so I got another one. Pull this piece of tape on there to keep it from sliding out. All right, let's see. Again, it's just such an awkward angle. Let me see if I can. That's right. I can hold this thing right here. Let's see. Just awkward. All right, just right there. All right. Let's see what I Alright, we're gonna pause, man, so I can just get this out because I can't really show you. There's no space up in there, so. Alright, about 15 minutes, I got that screw out. So now I need to disconnect these, and then there's another connection that goes to that blue pump on the side, I need to disconnect. So let's disconnect this right here first. I hope y'all are getting this. This is my attempt to use the GoPro on the little chest mount. All right. So that's that. So now I need to disconnect the Macerator hose that goes to the other side. So I don't know if you can see it. There's one fitting, and that looks like we got that loose. Look at there. Whatever. There it is. All right, y'all. That is the old Macerator. Now, one thing I want to check out is same thing, same concept. So I just want to see if this was really bad. I want to, the same way I tested that the new one. I just want to see if this was really bad. And I'm gonna just I'm gonna give it the same little way. Get those wires there. I just want to see. Let's see. Now you hear how that thing is. You hear how that thing is. Now let's do a comparison. I'm gonna take these little, just to compare the loudness to see, because that doesn't sound like it's something. All right, that's the old one. Let's put these on here. Hope y'all getting this. My angles are good. So let's just compare the two. Yeah, completely different sound. Completely different. The other one sounded like something was broke off on the inside of it, maybe one of the blades or something on the inside. And maybe it was not causing it to pump right. So, feel good about that. So, but I have heard that people rebuild these things. So I heard there's something you can take it apart, you can go in there, you can buy parts for this to rebuild it. So that's always another option. All right. All right, let's get the process of getting this new one back installed here. First of all, I'm gonna sort of measure my wires and see will I have enough to connect over to these, and it looks like that's gonna be good on that side. So now guys, I just took this is the pipe that goes from here, and I took this off. I heard something rattling. It seemed like there was an old couple of bolts and screws that was in here. So that might would have been would have damaged this initial master, because something made it fell off into this black tank and they didn't know it, whoever the previous owner, and they went to go do it and they just heard this grinding and messed up that. I'm not sure what that is, but it's some metal. Looks like a couple of bolts, looks like 3 or 4 things. So I'm gonna definitely, you know, there's nothing else left in this tube, so definitely gotta be looking out for that. All right, so let's try to get this part back on here. Hope you can see I got that end back on right here. Now let's tighten this down. All right, I think I got that pretty solid on there. I think I got that pretty solid on there. This was already on there. And that seemed like that's wood, so I might try to get some stainless steel screws. These looked all right. And screw that back down in there on that. So let's need this. And guys, remember, I'm going to sanitize my phone, my camera to the nth degree. To get this whole thing going. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go back over here and switch the power off to that switch. I'm gonna do some good connection. I got some heat shrink that I'm gonna do to connect those on there. So let's go cut the power off to that. All right, so I'm gonna extend, give me a little more wire on here so I can make these connections. Strip it a little bit. Oh, that's good. Make these a little longer. Put it around there. Don't talk bad about my electric work. I mean my wire stripping skills. I think I twisted that wire initially, that's why I didn't come off. I wanted it to. Alright, got some heat shrink. Twist it up. Put some heat shrink on it. And then I'm gonna come back with some black tape on the top of it. I think these 2 heat shrink tubes. Let's go a little bigger ones because I'm gonna twist it up. Let's see. Let's go with these right here. Let's go with these 2 right here. Alright. I'm gonna slide that over here. Say, I have done connections, got the wire all twisted up, and didn't have the heat shrink. So I have done that before. Another one, here we go. So I always remember to put the heat shrink around it first. All right. All right. So, maybe come around this way. There we go. All right, let's get the black over here. Chair, slide back. It's causing me to slide back. Gonna get laid down so we get all that in there. Look at that heat shrink. Alright, got that one down. Let's get this one down. I need to make this one a little longer. Forgot. There we go. Alright. This one right behind there. Twist it around. Let's bend it back down over that way. Bring that back over around. Alright. Oh, trust the heat gun. Should be able to start seeing it shrink around. See it shrinking around a little bit on that. All right, that's my heat shrink. Now I'm gonna come back with some electric tape. Again, this is something where power will only be going through periodically, 12-volt power. If it was something 110, of course I would do a slightly better job, but hey, this is gonna get the job done. Let's wrap it around now. Over the heat shrink. All right, people. Man, I hope I got all that because so now that leaves me room enough to connect that. Put the cap off. There's my little. Wow, glad the sun is coming out. All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna pour it off into my black tank. It's empty, so I'm gonna get just some regular fresh water. Pour it off in here, and just see if we got action. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys. Let's walk back over and let you see what how you hook it up, how you do everything. All right. So now I've got that hooked up. It goes from the Macerator. It got that hooked up. Now I've already pulled the valve open, so this is open. And right now I don't see any leaks. And that's exactly, I don't see anything under there where I made those new connections. So now, this right here is the valve. You pull it open over here. So, over you can see this. This is where you pull your valve. You see I've got it open. This is the Macerator switch. So now, this water should be clear because again, the septic tank black tank was empty, but we're gonna find out. Here we go. And guys, we now have a functioning Macerator pump. It's going to make hooking up, getting to the campsite a whole lot easier, because now I could just open this up, run it through here, run it through this opening right here, hook up, bam, bam, everything. I don't have to worry about trying to run a sewer line all the way up under and crawling up under the coach to extend that sewer all the way over here. And now it's gonna make everything a whole lot easier. All right, I'm back over here checking again for leaks, and I don't see a single drop of anything. And that was actually my biggest concern, just making sure there was no leaks on this end. So we are looking good. And so you all may be thinking, okay, is it worth going through all of that? Is it worth going through all of that? And yes. Number one, you want to use, even though that's I think it's a poor design by ACE themselves, by putting the black tank things on the opposite side when 90% of the other RVs are all on the same side. So that's one only negative thing I can say about the design of this coach. So, but if you have the option to make it, you know, set up and emptying, dumping black tank, great water and all that stuff, just the hour or so I spent doing this, it's gonna be well worth it on the flip side, because now I'm just bam, bam, hooking up, hitting that Macerator pump button, dumping, then bam, 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 just that quick. And then also, but more importantly for me, it gives me a time to get a little more intimate with the coach and learning the wiring and the plumbing, how things work. So when things go wrong, you have an idea. Because if you go, I know if I took this to Camping World or somebody, this would probably be, I know they would probably charge me at least $800, $900 or more to install this, to fix this. I did it, this actual pump, I went with the exact model that was already on here. I don't know if that was factory or not, but I went with the exact model, and that was $200. So, and from what I've read, that's one of the top brands of the Macerator pumps that's out there. So I went back with was already in there. So I saved myself basically $600 in labor, you know, just doing it myself. And then, you know, if it happens again, I've got a better idea what's going on with the coach. So there's one thing about buying a used RV, you want to get in, if you are a handy person, you want to get in, get your hands dirty. And this is not a pretty job. It's not a glamorous job. As a matter of fact, I've only found maybe 2 other videos that actually dealt with replacing this. Other videos were just using a portable one and things like that, but nobody really talked about replacing it. So, you know, dealing with, you know, waste is not a glamorous thing, but hey, it's something you got to do at some point. So I think it's worth it, not only for the convenience of setting up and just me getting inside the RV and making something functional again and learning about the wiring and things like that. So that's why I like doing these type of projects. But so far so good. The only thing I have to do left is really just sort of mount the pump down to that board, and I just might be able to I'm gonna get a couple of stainless steel screws and put them off in this little thing, and I think we're good to go. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So leave me, if you've done this job, if you want to think about tackling this job, leave me a comment how it went for you. Again, I'm going to sanitize every single thing, my phone, my cameras, my screwdrivers, everything. And I'm going to actually clean out this black tank area, holding area, and you know, just bleach it down real good, you know, and we're good to go. So please like this video, leave me a comment, and we'll get you on the next one. Peace.